Hi guys, it's Alina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another full face of new e.l.f. products. You guys seem to really love my last video where I tried a full face of e.l.f. If you haven't checked out that video, I'm going to link it on the screen right now and also down below. You should definitely go check that one out because today I have a few repeats, not all, a few from that last video. So if you want to see my original opinion and my original review, then go and check out that video. But e.l.f. was kind enough to send me some more products to test out and review for you guys. I have a massive box, literally, including their new brushes, their new eyeshadow palettes. I'm so excited to show you guys, and this is literally the look that it came up with. And you know, sometimes when you're doing your makeup and you're like, my makeup is really looking good. Today was one of those days where I was just loving it, and it's all e.l.f. So there you go. So a massive thank you to e.l.f. But of course guys, I'm not being paid, I'm not being sponsored. You're going to get my very honest, very real, raw opinion. One more thing before we get started, I am running another giveaway. You can win the June & Co microfiber sponge. Now yes, this is my sponge. I actually have a new one. I did go out and buy a brand new one. You're not going to get an old one. I have no idea where it is, but I will find it. Trust me, even if I don't, I'll buy it again and send it off. This is an amazing sponge. You guys need to go check out the video where I reviewed it. Obviously I loved it, otherwise I wouldn't be putting it in my giveaway. But yeah, if you want to win this, it's just 3 easy steps. It's always the same steps in my giveaways. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, and yes, I do know how to see if you are subscribed to my channel. Comment down below your Instagram handle, and then also follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna put my link on the screen right now where you can find me. So just add me on there. I'll be able to see if you have followed me. And yeah, 3 easy steps and you can win the microfiber sponge. I absolutely love a sponge. You guys need it in your life. I'll put in my description box those steps as well so you can follow along. And yeah, enough talking from me. Let's just get on and get in this video. So in my last e.l.f. video, you guys know that I used the 16 Hour Wear Camo Concealer, and since that video I have been finding myself using this all the time. So I'm not going to pretend that I haven't used this one before, because honestly this concealer is incredible. It's so cheap. Definitely something you guys should purchase if you're on a budget. It's just a really nice concealer, and I've been using it on the face and then also for a base on the eyelid. So that's what I'm going to start off by doing today. I'm just going to do my normal routine that I do. I'm really dry skin. It's not drying at all on my eyes. This is also in the shade Light Pale. I've also been meaning to get my hands on like a darker shade because I feel like this consistency would be perfect for cream contour. If I end up getting my hands on a darker shade, I will be using it as cream contour because this concealer, guys, it's really good. Alright, next up is eyeshadow, and this is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in Summer Breeze. You've got your staple warm tones, but what I really like is it actually has a matte black, which is awesome. A lot of eyeshadow palettes, they have all these beautiful colors and they don't actually have a matte black, which every eyeshadow palette I think needs. When you're doing a look and you want to darken up the crease and you don't have a black, it's really hard to kind of use the colors in there, but this has a black, which is awesome. Just reading from the packaging, this has 10 matte eyeshadow shades. It's a satin matte texture, which can be used as eyeliner on the lid and in the crease. You can apply it dry, and then it also says you can apply it wet for a vibrant effect, which I find really cool. It's also got a really nice mirror, which is going to be perfect for when I'm doing my makeup. In my last e.l.f. video, I did try the Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette, and I absolutely loved the formula. So I'm hoping this is going to be just as good. Now, the packaging of this is actually really heavy, so it feels quite expensive. To create the eye look, I'm actually going to use the Smoky Eye brush kit that e.l.f. sent me. These brushes are incredible. In my last video, they sent along the Fluffy Eye blender brush, and this has been one of my favorite brushes in my collection ever since. I can't do a makeup look without it now. I love it. These brushes are next level good. For example, this is just one of the containers, and this is just eye blender brushes, and I've got 2 of these for just eyes. And I just can't stop coming back to this. So that's how good they are. So we've got the Fluffy Eye blender brush, which I just talked about. That is my absolute favorite blending brush. This one here is the small angled brush, perfect for like wing liner and if you're doing brows. We've also got the small precision brush. Really good packing brush, especially for things like wet formulas, like high shine shimmers or just metallic shades in eyeshadow palette. That would be perfect for that. The other one in the collection is the blending brush. It's like the other one, but a little more dense, a little more flat. Perfect for packing on shimmers and that kind of thing. Can't wait to use that one. And then also the Eyeshadow C brush. So they all have names on them, which I think is really good. Sometimes brands don't put them on there, and then when you're, well, I think it's only really for YouTubers, I guess. When we're trying to talk and tell you what it is, it's awesome to have the name on there. Alright, so taking my favorite Fluffy Eye blender brush from the Smoky Eye brush kit, and we're going to dip into this shade right here. and we're just gonna run it. You guys watch how this brush works. It honestly does all the work for you. Like, can you see how it glides when I'm moving the brush? It's so nice, and some brushes actually itch and they like poke you, stab you. This is so nice and gentle, and it just feels like silk. Like, it feels like someone's got a beautiful baby bird feather and just, it's nice. All right, now I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that shade and we're just gonna start building it around, just making it a little bit more pigmented, more of a patting motion rather than sweeping now. Again, this brush is literally doing all the work for me. It's just so soft in its touch, so it's not just plonking down a shadow and making it look messy. It's just dispersing it so beautifully and even. I'm loving this. Okay, now I'm just going to take the e.l.f. blending brush. It's just the one that's a little more flat, and I'm going to take the darker shade here next to the black. I'm just going to see if I'm showing it on camera because I've got a bad history of not showing products on camera. And we're just going to pack it into that outer V. We're just going to build up the pigment here and blend it through. Now, I like to blow my eyeshadow out quite far just because I don't want to have like any start-stop. So don't freak out about this situation because I am going to clean it up. I know it's a little scary, but it'll all work out in the end, I promise. Alright, I just had to go clean up that situation because I was actually scaring myself. But I've just grabbed a little dense brush like this, and I'm just going to take that really dark black shade, make sure to tap off excess, and I'm going to pack this one right into that outer V because I really want to darken this look up, and just taking it all the way through the crease like so. And then I'm also just going to pack it over the lid. Okay, this escalated really quickly, but we're gonna get there. Going back with the Fluffy Eye Blender brush, I'm going to take this nice orangey shade right here. I'm going to get quite a lot of that, tapping off excess, and we're just going to run it just like in between where the black has ended and where the orange meets. So just in between that. And then circulate the brush so we get like a beautiful blend. The cool thing about when you do your eyeshadow with a dark colour and you do blow it out and then you clean it up is it actually looks like you've got wing liner when you actually haven't. So there's a little tip. I really enjoyed the formula of this. I think they're so easy and blendable and amazing. The brushes were amazing as well. I will say though, the black had a little bit more fallout than the rest of them. So if you are someone like me and you do your eyeshadow before the rest of your makeup, then it's not going to be a problem at all. But if you are someone that does like your foundation and stuff, your full face of makeup and then your eyeshadow, I would recommend laying down like your baking powder, your loose setting powder underneath your eyes, and then once you're done with your eyeshadow, sweep it away. Otherwise you will have fallout all over your face, especially with the black, and you don't want that. I'm just going to jump off camera real quick to do my eyeliner and also some lashes, and then I'll be back to apply the face products. Alright guys, I got halfway through my liner and I completely forgot that I was supposed to do a cut crease. But what I really wanted to do was add this Stardust Glitter Liner by e.l.f. This is in the shade Shimmering Gold, and honestly, wow, like can you see? It's so incredible. Now it is a little pot and you do get like the little tip liner that comes out, and let's give it a whirl. Oh, look at that. Exactly, can you see? I don't know if you guys could actually see that, but that's what it looks like. It's literally identical to the Urban Decay ones. But what I was thinking was like kind of creating my own cut crease, but with this shade. Let's see what we come up with. I'll let you guys know if it dries funny or it feels a bit weird, but so far it's fine. I like it. I like it. They work beautifully if you're following a line. Like I'm sure if I did like a really nice cut crease and then this over that cut crease on the edge, it would look beautiful because it's really easy to trace. So there you go. Now I'm going to pop on lashes off camera finally, and then we'll get onto the skin. Lashes are on. These lashes are my favorite lashes ever. These are the by Shanice lashes in Cleopatra. Shanice is the brand owner and she has amazing variety of all these lashes. They're handmade, cruelty-free, vegan. I'm going to put the link in my description box where you can shop these lashes. So this is the e.l.f. Prep and Glimmer Stick, and guys, it's a little bit embarrassing because I actually went and used this in Priceline just on the back of my hand, and I was like, wow. First of all, the smell, Oh my god, it's watermelon. Like, I don't know, is it watermelon? On the back it says it's infused with vitamin E, shea butter, argan oil, and watermelon to hydrate and nourish your skin. This is in the shade Golden. So it's a stick formula. Let's see how much you actually get. Okay, that's the full amount of product, but honestly, this will last me a long time because a little bit goes a long way. Like, I really wish you guys could feel the product, but if you do have a local Priceline or somewhere where you can get your hands on e.l.f. products and they have these little glimmer sticks, go and touch them. Put them on your back of your hand, right? Put them on the back of your hand and just feel it. It just glides and it smells good. So I'm gonna apply it to my face. Honestly, I've been waiting for this day. I really have. The poor people in Priceline, they're probably thinking, what a freak. I'm just gonna buff it in so I'm just covered in it. It also makes the skin feel really tacky as well. So that's perfect for like putting on foundation. I just feel so glowy right now. What do you think? Now, I am super sorry about this one, but I was trying to get my hands on the Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f., the one that just broke the internet, but I honestly couldn't get it in time for this video. I know that it is being sold online currently. When it does finally hit store, I want to know, do you guys want to see a video on me trying that out? If you like my reviews and you want to see a review by me, let me know because I'm more than happy to do a separate video, like a completely separate video, just trying that Poreless Putty Primer out. I'll insert a picture of it here if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really sorry I couldn't get this video. I know in my last e.l.f. video I wanted it in that as well, but I just couldn't get my hands on it. I know that in these little sticks there is actually a blurring stick, and I have heard really good reviews on that as well. I did also swatch that one in store and it did feel like really nice. Like, you know that feeling of like a pore filler? There's all different kinds of feeling of pore fillers, but the one that's like it feels like almost like a soft powder, that's how it felt. So I know that formula generally does work really well in pore minimization. So if you want to go check that product out and you can't get your hands on the Poreless Putty Primer, then go and check that out. Anyway, I will keep you posted about the Poreless Putty Primer, but let me know if you want to see that video. All right, next up is another skin product. Now this is a lip exfoliator. I'm obsessed with lip exfoliators. I have the, what is this? The Lush bubblegum one. And I love them. I do them before I film. I do them before I do my makeup. It's not very appealing when you look at it. Like, it kind of looks like a little, you know, like a Jaclyn Hill lipstick moment. But I think they're awesome. And I can't wait to use it. This is obviously the first time I'm going to use it. Now, there are different shades. I think in store I did see like a strawberry one or just like a pink one. This is actually called Clear. This doesn't say you can eat it. With my Lush one, you can actually lick it off and eat it. This one just says to like wipe it away. But I'm probably going to eat it because I'm hungry. No, I'm just weird. Smells like a flat lemonade, like a flat lemonade soft drink, you know what I mean? All right, let's just go ahead. I'm just gonna, ooh, it's very waxy. I should probably wind it down before I break it. Like, she's very like waxy. I'm trying to get the beads to come through. Here they come. So it actually says use in circular motion, so I don't know what I was doing. I can definitely feel the little scratches. Whoa. Packaging, I want to talk about it. It's awesome. I think that this is really sleek. It just looks way more expensive and I really like it. My lips feel really soft, and it's actually got like some kind of wax coating over it at the moment. I don't know if I'm supposed to wipe that away, but they feel really comfortable and I'm not going to do it. I really like it. I'm going to use it again. I think it's awesome that e.l.f. is coming out with more and more skin products. I really want to get my hands on that collection that came out, you know, that skin collection that was like red and pink. They look so cool. We're going to move on to foundation. This is the Flawless Finish foundation. Now, I did use this before, so I'm not going to act like this isn't the first time, and I absolutely loved it. I'm dry skin, as I've said like 100 times already, sorry, but I just like to warn people, and this actually it works so well. Like, I had no problems with it. The color I do have is a little light. What is the color of this? Nude. It's in the color nude, in the shade nude, sorry. She's a little light, but the bronzers and stuff that I use did help me bronze my face up a little. Okay, that's 2 pumps. It looks like a lot, but this foundation isn't actually like super full coverage. Like, it's full coverage, but how do I explain this? Okay, it's full coverage, but it's not like to the extent where I feel super cakey. It does cover super nicely, but it's not like, how can I say, like the Clinique Beyond Perfecting kind of coverage. But it's full coverage, you know what I mean? Again, the packaging is so nice. It feels so expensive. It's actually like real glass and very heavy feeling. So it's got that expensive kind of touch to it, which I really like. So the foundation is blended out. I absolutely love this foundation. I mean, like drugstore has come so far in general, but e.l.f, wow, killed it. Just killed it. We're going back to the Camo Concealer and we're just going to conceal. Now this concealer is super, super, super full coverage, so I'm not going to use a lot of it, but I'm just going to use it in areas where I just want to brighten up a little bit. Not that I need brightening up or any coverage. Also love, love, love the little doe foot applicator on that concealer. So cool. Love it. Just love it. Blending that one away. Honestly, I've said this in the past, but concealer is like a make or break product. It's one of those products where if it's not amazing, then it's going to ruin your whole makeup look. So I think it's awesome that this concealer actually works and it's not a flop. So that's awesome. Alright, the concealer is blended out. I absolutely love this formula. It's great, but I will say you need to be quick when you blend it out. It's not as if it's drying on me or anything like that, but just having dry skin in general, I have to really quickly blend out concealers. Alright, you guys know I love to bake, and this is the e.l.f. loose setting powder, and this is HD powder, I'm pretty sure. I did use it in my last video. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but we had a little oopsie. We had an oopsie. It's got a little plastic stop. Anyway, we're still kind of dealing with that moment. In that last video, I was a little scared of this powder. I did think there was something funny going on, but I actually really love the way my makeup turned out in that video, and I feel like this HD powder actually had a lot to do with that. It is a little weird. Like, I'm not used to this formula. It's like so fine. It's just like the finest thing you could ever touch. But I like to apply it with a damp beauty blender, and I just like to add the tiniest bit because it does kind of hover over the skin, but I think that's just what HD powder does, and it does give this like beautiful effect to the skin as well. I did notice in that last video my skin like I didn't know how to describe it, but it kind of looks soft. But yeah, in that video I was super scared when I was going to wipe it away, and then I was like, no, it actually looks super nice. So I really like this powder. I feel like next time I'm going to use that HD powder, I'm going to just use it with like a fluffy brush and apply it rather than kind of bake with it, because I don't know. I still really like it though, and it gives my skin like this amazing fluffy effect. I don't know. But yeah, I really like it. Alright, so I just laid some more baking powder down because I completely forgot that I've got to go in and actually do my under eye. Now this is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow C brush. This is from that Smoky Eye collection, and I just want to go in with that black shade right there, and I'm just going to go in and do the under eye. I'm just going to kind of pack this one. It's packing really nicely. It's actually not giving any fallout. Right now, taking that brown shade just there with this little brush, and we're just gonna kind of pat it over just to kind of mute it out a little bit. We don't want it to be too harsh. Alright, now using the e.l.f. blending brush, we're just gonna dip into those two shades right there, just so we can bring back a little bit of that orange into the under eye. Completely forgot, I actually have this Powder face brush kit. Now this has two big jumbo brushes inside them, face brushes. This one here is the Flawless Face Brush. It's really big and fluffy, guys. These feel so soft. And this one here is the pointed powder brush, which is obviously a little bit more pointy. I'm going to be using these right now. Alright, just taking that, sweeping away. Look at that. Amazing. This fits so nicely under the eye. These brushes look so bougie, look at that. Like, I always think it looks so satisfying when people do this. Alright, this is the e.l.f. face powder brush in the shade Light Beige. I'm going to actually use that same pointed powder brush again to apply it. I actually already used this in the other video with the full face of e.l.f. and loved it. It's a great powder. She's a little small, but she has a lot of coverage. So next up, I'm going to bronze. Let me know in the comment section if you bronze before you contour. I'm someone that likes to bronze before I contour. I don't know if there's like a way of doing it, but apparently there is. Now this is in the shade medium/dark, and I'm going to apply that with the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. It's super fluffy and perfect. It's got that nice angle. This bronzer is super pigmented, so just add the smallest bit every time. Okay. I'm very picky with my bronzers. I rarely use different ones. I have like one staple and that's it. And I've been using this one ever since that video. So that says a lot. Very pigmented though. You gotta go in with the light hand. All right, so this is the little e.l.f. contour and blush duo. Again, I've tried this before and I've been finding myself using it again and again. This is in the shade Fiji. I'm just gonna use that contour shade or the bronzer shade right now to carve out the cheekbone. It's so weird because like I have my staples in my like holy grail makeup and e.l.f. is creeping its way in. So with the fluffy eye blender brush, the brush that I rave on about for the eyes, I actually just realized it's a perfect brush shape for contour on the nose. So I'm just going to take the slightest bit of that contour shade. I'm just going to take it down the nose. Because this brush is so like fluffy and it glides really easy, it's not one of those brushes that's gonna like make a really stark contour line, especially on the nose. You do not want to have like two lines just running down your nose. So this, as I said before, it literally does all the work for you and it doesn't pack it on like too harshly or anything like that. It's just the perfect blend, you know? I love that you can use brushes for different types of things. Like I have brushes in here that have names on them for like a completely different thing that I use it for. So don't be held back by what the brush, you know, says on it. Like it might say an eye blender. Well, you know what? I'm using it for contour, so there you go. I'm going to use that pointed powder brush again, and I'm actually going to use it for the blush this time. So tapping it on the blush. This is a really beautiful shade. Super pigmented, but not too harsh by any means. I like to take it over my nose. I don't know why, but lately I've just been doing this. All right, we're gonna set my face, we're gonna do lips and highlight, and then we're pretty much done. We're gonna do a little recap. So this is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. Again, I used this in the other video and I loved it. The spritz is a little bit rough, but she makes the face stay on, and I think this one smells like coconut, I think. You gotta hold it like literally an arm's length away because she's a little violent. But she sets the face really well. I love the smell of it. I love coconut. I know I said before that I don't like smells in makeup products, but when it's like a fresh smell like coconut and it's not too overbearing, I really like this. But if you don't like the smell of coconut, unfortunately you're not gonna like this one. It is a dewy setting mist, which I love. You guys know I love looking dewy and glowy, so this is like, yes, thank you. All right, we're on to highlighters. Now, I have two highlighters that I've previously used in the past. Now, I actually did a separate video testing this highlighter. This is in the one Moonlight Pearls. And I think it was a versus video. It was this one versus the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. And at the end of that video, I actually said that I preferred the Gilded Honey. Now, the reason I said I like the Gilded Honey was because I like a more golden looking highlighter. Not pure gold, but just, you know, because I am quite tanned, I like to be gold and not pull a little bit silver. And boy, did I cop it in the comments section. Also, I know it's broken, but people were saying, oh my god, the other one was so much more blinding. Why'd you pick the other one? This one was definitely more blinding. And yes, you know what? This one is incredibly blinding and there's no denying that. So if you're after a blinding highlighter, this is your gal, because she is blinding. And then the other one, which I've already tried as well, is the Topaz Glow. This one here, she's got a mirror. She looks like so. So I did try this one out as well. That was a terrible swatch. Let's get some more of her. And she's really beautiful as well. She does hold a little color in it, as it says Topaz Glow. So it's like a, how I would describe it, is kind of like a rose gold. And then this one, let's swatch. Let's give you a swatch of this baby. I'm trying not to break it. This is Moonlight Pearls, and that's her next to Topaz Glow. So both are incredibly blinding, like that's insane. I'm gonna apply the Moonlight Pearls with the Small Precision brush by e.l.f. Just taking a little of that. Now you guys watch the nose highlight. It's gonna be super blinding, yeah? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's absolutely insane. Now I'm going to take Topaz Glow onto my cheeks. I was thinking of using the Fluffy Eye Blender brush, and I was going to apply my highlight with that. I'm a genius. Okay, so I'm going to use the Fluffy Eye Blender brush just because I can. This one is very pigmented as well. We're going to start just here. Let you guys just watch. Woo! Holy crap. This is actually Such a perfect brush for highlighter. I know it's small, but see how it kind of wisps itself? Terrible with wording, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, it just disperses that product so nicely. And it's not harsh. Like, some small brushes, they're a little bit too dense for like applying highlighter, but she's perfect. Like, look at that. Love it. Oh, I love it. So stoked that I found a brush that can actually do this. Absolutely amazing highlighters, super cheap, affordable, and super blinding. So yeah, love them. Alright, so I just went off camera and I did my lip liner. Now, I didn't have an e.l.f. lip liner. I used the MAC lip pencil in Oak. This is like one of my favorite lip liners. If you have e.l.f. lip liners and you love them or you don't like them or whatever, please let me know down in the comment section. I think we would all love to know, because that would be amazing if they were great. And then I also went over with my Sunday Fun Day by Too Faced. It's like my favorite lip combo ever. This formula of lipstick is amazing. Again, I didn't have a e.l.f. lipstick, but if you guys have it, or if you have one, please let me know what you think of them, because that would be amazing too. But I do have 3 here now. I did actually talk about these in the last video again. This was the Prismatic Lip Gloss. Now, this was a very, very fancy, this is next to the highlighters, like a very sparkly lip gloss. I'm not going to use that one today, but it is a beautiful gloss. Like, it's super gleamy. This other one is a lip plumping gloss. Now, this one's in the shade Peach Bellini. It's a really nice nude. I'm going to do it here. And I love the formula of these. I'm going to actually use one of them in a sec. If you want to see what it looks like on, go and check out that other video that I did. Today I'm actually going to go in with my favorite. This is the lip plumping gloss in Champagne Glamour. You can tell this is my favorite. I literally am running out. It's always in my handbag. I just love it on its own, over the top. It's just beautiful. The formula is incredible as well. So she's completely, I think she's clear, but she does have like that champagne kind of glisten to it. So I love it. I think it's gorgeous. She's not sticky, she's comfortable. She does give a little bit of that lip plumping feeling. It's not overbearing like the Too Faced like lip injections kind of overbearing feeling. But I really, really love the formula, guys. If you want a really good gloss, go and check out their glosses. Alright, to finish off the video, we're going to give one last split of the Dewy Setting Mist, and then we're done. Alright guys, there you have it. This is the full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. I absolutely love it. As I said, I was just having a moment there where I was like, you know what, I really love the way my makeup's turning out. So the first product is the Camo Concealer. I approve. I love it. I think if you're after a really good concealer that's high coverage and easy to blend, go get this one. It's amazing. There's great shades out there. The Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette, I think it was amazing. I think the shades in there are great. I think it's a great product. I think it's really nice and sleek. It's actually quite small, so really easy for traveling. This little guy, the e.l.f. Stardust Glitter Liner, I loved it. I think they're awesome, and as I said, don't waste your money on those ones that are like, you know, $50. Just go out and get this. It does the exact same thing. I honestly forgot it was there, but it's giving a beautiful effect and I love it. There are different shades you can go and get. The Prep and Glimmer Stick, this will have to be my favorite out of today's look. I just love it. I think it's amazing. It made my skin look so glowy. Super comfortable as well. Like, the foundation went over it really nicely. And of course the smell, I love this. Next up we had our little lip scrubby thingy. I love this. This was another one of my favorites out of today. I just love products like this. I know they're a little bit weird. Some people might just think they're, you know, whatever, but I love it. I think it's fun. It makes makeup fun, and it did a really good job, so that's even better. Obviously we went and did concealer. We talked about that. Then we went in with the HD powder. I have mixed emotions about this HD powder. I just need to learn how to use it a bit better. I think I definitely need to apply it with a brush next time and not a beauty blender, but it didn't do anything wrong. It honestly makes the skin look so nice, but I think just the way that it's formulated, I feel like a brush would be a lot better. It makes the skin look really nice though, I've got to say that. The Flawless Finish Foundation, you guys already know. I love it. I approve of it. I think for dry skin, a formula that is very full coverage worked really well, and that's amazing. So I love this. Powder was a yes. The bronzer was a yes. The little contour and brush duo was a yes. Highlighters were a big yes. Setting spray was amazing. I loved it. Love the smell of it. It did its job. Makes me look really nice and dewy. Doesn't feel drying when I put it on. And then lastly, lips. This is an amazing gloss. Obviously, you know, I love it. It's almost empty. I have this with me everywhere. I can't recommend it enough. Yeah. Alright guys, that wraps up the video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions at all, make sure you comment them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see me a little bit more, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of my little crew. I have an amazing, positive, just the best, not being biased, group of subscribers and viewers in general. You guys are just amazing. Don't forget to enter my giveaway where you can win a brand new June & Co sponge. Obviously this one is dirty and used, you guys. If you are the winner, you will get a brand new one. Don't worry, I just can't find it. I did buy it though specifically for this video and for the giveaway winner, so don't be frightened of that little thing. It's gonna look like this, okay? I'm gonna put it in a photo of what it's gonna look like brand new. Remember, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and yes, I do have ways of finding out if you are. Comment down below your Instagram handle, and then also go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my link on the screen right now. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Basically what it does is what am I saying? But basically what it does is wow. But basically what it does is what? But basically what it does is what? But basically what it does is what? But basically what it does is it exfoliate. But basically what it does is orange. Not orange. Is that better? I really hope that's better. Imagine if I actually sent off an already used sponge. What would you do?